Hello guys, I welcome everyone who's watching this video. Today we gonna see how sun plays an important role in the racing pigeon sports. Come on, let's go to the video. Racing pigeon navigation. Scientists found the secret way back in scientific research. It was obvious that birds navigate after the sun and landmarks, but in 1970 something new happens in this fields of research. The Cornell University, New York, began to investigate the effect the Earth's magnetic field had on racing pigeons. It was clearly proved that the Earth's magnetic field had a big influence in navigation of birds and other animals. After this there was a lot of experimenting, mainly with the racing pigeon, trying to find what the pigeons were able to manage, and most important, what could disturb the pigeons in doing a proper navigating. The aim of this article is to bring scientific facts and describe the problems in navigating of the pigeon, and here we only discuss the effects of the sun. Racing pigeons' three forms of navigation. Number 1, the sun. The racing pigeon and other birds can navigate after the sun. The pigeon has a built-in clock, and this enables them away from home, to read the position of the sun compared to the same time at the loft. This is a very important fact that the scientists have proved. A young pigeon cannot navigate after the sun before it is over 3 months old. Number 2, map or landmarks. In this simple drawing, the three ways of navigating are mentioned. It has been known for many years that pigeons take bearings after the landscape. They can follow mountain or hill ridge, rivers, edge of big forest and even highways. A pigeon knows the landscape in all detail in a radius of 10 to 15 km, but elderly pigeons knows the way home visually perhaps for 50 km. Scientific experiments has shown that the pigeon sees the landscape in another dimension that we humans does. In other words, the pigeon has a very advanced way of reading the landscape. In the drawing smells are put on as an option, but I personally do not believe in that theory that pigeon can sniff their way home like a dog. My advice is that you put a GPS tracker on a pigeon in a tossing and you can make your own deduction. Number 3, the Earth magnetic field. The Earth has a magnetic field with a north-south pole, like a gigantic magnet. From inside the Earth the magnetic lines goes out into space. On the picture where the Earth are cut in half, you see the magnetic lines from the core of the Earth, and that is these magnetic lines from inside Earth which are used for navigating by the birds and other animals. These lines are called inclination lines, and racing pigeons can read these lines and sense how long they are south or north of the loft. In the race the pigeon keeps flying until it can sense they are near the loft, and then rest of the route are taken on landmarks. The racing pigeon and magnetic. The racing pigeon are born with the ability to sense the Earth magnetic field. When the chick hatch, they will be plotted on the location of the loft, and one can say that the youngster have an GPS location. Where is this organ to navigate magnetic? Some mean that it is tiny metallic in the brain, but others mean it is in the beak. The pigeons can find their way home only by the magnetic ability, except for the last 10 to 15 km. In the 1970s the Cornell University made some test with pigeons, where the pigeons were mounted frosted lenses in the eyes, and then released. They were followed by an aeroplane and the result was that all pigeons landed around 10 km from the loft. By this simple test we can see that the inclination lines have a distance of 10 to 20 km coming from inside Earth. Disturbance of the magnetic navigation. When we go through the different way of the racing pigeons navigating, one could think that nothing can go wrong. The problems disturbing the pigeons in the race are the weather and disturbance of the Earth magnetic field. Here we only discuss the so-called space weather and the problem here. There are 3 different problems from the sun: 1 solar flare, 2 magnetic storms, 3 solar wind. They affect the navigation of racing pigeons and make them lost their way back home. I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Support us for more informative videos about racing pigeons. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.